Also gut, Freunde, Janemba Lens Reveals and Stuff, sehr interessant, Nummer 32, denn der Schriftzug dazu war in einem Ultra-Schriftzug, heißt das, dass wir neuen Ultra-Charakter bekommen oder bekommen Infos zu Ultra-Charakteren. Finde es mit mir heraus. Ich begrüße euch recht herzlich zum Video. Let's go. Oi.
Hello everyone, I'm Toshi, the producer of Dragon Ball Legends.
Laut Toshi heute, oder?
I'm glad you've joined us today, and I say us because...
Nice to meet you everyone. My name is Yuka, and I will be assisting Toshi in this episode of Video.
Escalation!
Together, we hope to bring you even more fun and excitement as we share the latest news and reviews
Direct escalation
coming to Dragon Ball Legends.
Yes.
We hope you watch all the way to the end. Now, let's get things started. First up, let's talk about the new type.
Unser armer Bruder,
last month.
der davor wurde einfach gekündigt und er wurde ersetzt. Nein! Unser Boy Kai, kennt ihr noch Kai? Er wurde einfach ersetzt!
Based on the Dragon Ball, the Path to Power movie. These were the first for Legends. It's been quite a while since we featured Dragon Ball Saga.
Der wurde einfach ersetzt, das gibt's doch nicht. The Legend of Kai. Er ist doch Kai, oder? Oh
This is
man.
the first time Piccolo Jr. and Android 8 have joined Legends as playable characters.
Ja, die zwei habe ich ja gezogen, die habe ich gar nicht gesamt, den habe ich nicht geprüft. Also, falls ihr einen Ultra-Charakter bekommt für die Kinoversion Saga Campaign, wäre es geil, wenn es ein Ultra Janemba ist. Ich würde den Ultra Janemba echt feiern, außerhalb davon bin ich mal gespannt, was kommt.
With an uncancelable buff that nullifies special cover changes when activating Rising Rush, Goku can launch an offense without having to worry about Goku and Frieza.
What's even more terrifying is using them together. And this Goku gets buffs every time you gain a Dragon Ball, which we thought was a very fitting ability, and we had fun implementing it.
I also love the power of Master Roshi's Kamehameha.
He's the one who created the technique after all. Master
Okay.
Roshi was strong enough to destroy the moon, so we had to make his Kamehameha suitably powerful.
Characters from Dragon Ball The Path to Power are also strong choices when making sagas from the movies parties.
Coincidentally,
Dieser
episode
Toshi, ich
campaign,
mag dir
sagas
schon
from
wieder
the
eine neue
movies has been
Frise.
on since October 11th, so we hope you'll try them in parties together with the upcoming characters too.
That sounds like a great reason to be excited for today's character reveals.
Yes!
But first, let's start off with some Legends update info.
Ja,
We
Update-Infos,
have loads
sehr
of
wichtig
information
wegen
to share
PvP
about
und
the updates we
Matchmaking.
have planned for
Lass hören,
November.
auf geht's.
Starting with
Yes, starting with Introduction and Game Background. Oh my
new
god!
items that let you change the in-game background are coming to Legends.
Wow!
You'll be able to change the in-game background starting with the next update.
Wow!
Changing the background makes each character stand out in new ways.
Schon geil,
If
aber.
you pick a different background than the usual one,
Also
it
Jokes
will
Zeit.
give Legends a whole new feel as you play.
You're absolutely right. Try out all the different backgrounds and see what
Ja,
works
gib mal ein
best
Beispiel.
with your
Zeig mal
favorite
ein
characters.
Background.
Now, here's our next.
Oh, er macht uns einfach heiß. Sort Titles bei Order.
You'll soon be
Wow!
able to sort your titles
Was
based
juckt
on
mich
the order you
Title? Weg
received
damit.
them.
If you've ever tried to set a specific title and just couldn't find it, no matter how hard
Der
you
wirklich.
looked, then this is the update for you.
It should make it a whole lot easier to find titles, so we hope it serves you well. Next up, a new tier will be added to the guild ranking.
Guild ranking.
Godly.
Gold has been the highest up until this point, but now you'll be able to go even higher.
Right.
Even further
Only
beyond!
compete individually, but competing together as a guild is another exciting aspect of
Ey,
Legends.
wenn ich Ultra Janemba wäre krass mit Rakshasas Claw, der kann so. Das wäre krank, ich hoffe, wir sehen den gleich. Falls er es habe ich für ihn natürlich.
Even if someone sent you a
Janemba!
cheer and gave you some energy, who did it has always been a mystery, so it was hard to return the favor. And now, if you send a cheer, it would be nice to know that your good deed will be acknowledged.
Of course, it's not like players are forced to send cheers, and you shouldn't feel obligated to send a cheer back in return. Keep playing at your own pace and send some cheers if and when you feel like it.
That's true. We hope you'll use them to support other players in your guild.
Yes.
Alright, moving on.
Alright, new godly rank equipment. Was?
A new godly rank will be added for equipments.
There's going to be a higher rank than G+ now?
Alter,
So
was?
you mean slots for current equipment will be able to get even stronger
What?
effects, and we'll all have to start re-upgrading
Er
them
sagt jetzt
again?
nein.
No, actually, it's not that the upper limit is increasing. Rather, the ranks will be just more precise. For example, if you have a Z plus piece of equipment where each slot is near the max value, then it will now be considered godly.
Ach
rank.
so,
If you
wow.
just barely manage to get a piece to Z plus, then it will still be considered
Ah,
Z plus rank.
lol.
This new godly rank will be applied to equipment you already own, so be sure
Das
to
ist
check
nur,
and see
ach,
every
das ist
update.
nur wegen der Namensgebung und dem
Personally, I'm going
Design.
to want to get
Okay,
all
das
the
hat für all die
equipment
Schwitzer,
for my
die halt da
main party
ihre,
up to godly rank
die halt
level.
bisschen,
There may not be much difference between Z plus and godly, so it's really just
die halt
for
bisschen
personal
flexen wollen hier. Guck
satisfaction.
mal, alles auf Max
But
jetzt hier.
using a party decked out with godly equipment is sure to put some pressure on your
Einschüchtern,
opponents.
ja,
We
zur
hope you all
Einschüchterung.
aim for the new
Ja,
godly
ja,
rank.
ich baller mal 100 Euro rein und dann ist mein Equip auf Godlys. Easy. Okay? Ja, okay, das haben wir
We talked
angekündigt.
about it earlier this year in a Legends Management Team newsletter.
Yes.
But we're adding new
Ja, neue
Z
Limited
abilities
Z-Fähigkeiten
exclusive
für
to
Legends Limited Charaktere.
characters.
Interessant, wie
Note
Ultra...
that limited Z abilities will be different from Z abilities and will be applied by Legends Limited Rarity battle members to allies. When a limited Z ability is active, allies will get buffs to base strike and blast attack, as well as to base strike and blast defense. Buffs from multiple Legends Limited Rarity battle members will stack and will all be applied. Another important difference is
What?
that for each Legends Limited Rarity battle member, allies will get an attack buff. They will vary depending on the character, but we plan for these to be attack buffs against individual tags like
Oh
Tag,
mein
Lineage, and
Gott.
Evil. Keep in mind that the bonuses
Boah,
of
das
all
Teambild und so
Legends
wird nochmal ein
Limited
bisschen
Rarity
anders
battle
dann.
members will be
Mit
applied to allies.
Limited
These
Z-Abilities
attack
auch
buffs
noch.
will be unlocked with
Das
limited
sind
Z
zusätzliche
ability 3,
Stats und
and that will require
zusätzlicher
limit breaking your Legends
Schaden
Limited
gegen gewisse
characters to star
Tags.
6. These
What?
limited Z abilities will only take effect if the character is a battle member.
Okay,
so
aber die
please
treten
keep
nur in
that
Kraft, wenn
mind.
man ihn mit im Kampf
These
nimmt. Sehr
attack
gut.
buffs are still being fine-tuned at this time, and that means that the information we presented today is subject to change.
Okay,
But
interessant.
we hope you look forward to it all the same.
Ja, fast
Since
so
they
wie
only
Ultra-Abilities
take effect
eigentlich
if the
tatsächlich.
character is a battle member
Mehr oder
and they
weniger.
give attack buffs against specific
Interessant.
tags, that means you are going to want a variety of LL characters in your party to get attack buffs against multiple tags.
Klug.
Correct. Combining multiple Legends Limited characters
Okay,
with
die legen
strong
jetzt-
Ultra and Sparking characters should make for a very solid party composition.
Okay.
These limited Z abilities will also get stronger as you limit break each
Ja,
character.
logisch.
After the release, you'll definitely want to check out the limited Z abilities of each of your Legends Limited characters.
Tatsächlich. Bin
And
gespannt.
that was the last bit
Oh,
of
oh, jetzt kommt
update
der
info
Charakter,
that we
Leute.
have for you today. We have a number of other updates in the works, but the
Aber
ones
die haben
we shared
nichts zu
today
PvP
are
gesagt,
planned
oder
for
was?
around mid-November. We hope you're getting excited for them.
Never luck, lieber Freund,
But
22
now
Monate, alles
it's
fit?
time for some
Jetzt, beruhigt
Legends
euch.
reviews.
Okay,
We
seid ihr
have
bereit?
all the latest info on the episode, campaign, sagas from the movies.
Kann sein, dass
and
ich es
we're
muten
bringing
muss
it
wegen
straight to you.
Copyright, ihr wisst Bescheid.
We've already seen a new Tapion from the
Ja,
Dragon Ball
yes.
Z Wrath of the Dragon
Ja.
that you can get from the ongoing Fierce Fight Hero Tapion event.
Yes.
But the new title screen and the green Super Gogeta who just got a Zenkai Awakening are both based on the Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn movie.
Okay, yes.
Based on all that information, you might already have an idea of who the new characters will be. I wonder how many of you predicted this
Plural
one.
sagt er.
Let's get right to it.
Gib mir Ultra Janemba. I'm ready. Okay, psch. Jawohl! Aber sag, warte mal, er hat im Plural gesprochen. Oh, endlich Ultra Janemba, Alter. Demon himself. Komm her, Raksha das Klo. Hinter dir. Boom. Die Musik ist geil. Und? Was geht noch? Da. Hä? Hey, Toshi. Also der kommt morgen bereits, Leute. Ich werde auf jeden Fall auf ihn
That
zusammen.
is right. Straight from the Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn movie comes a brand new Super Janemba in ultra rarity.
Wow, it's been a long time since we've had a new Janemba.
The
Wow!
last one was the Red Janemba, released in January
Vor 3 Jahren
2020.
kam
So it's been
der
about
letzte
3.5
Janemba.
years.
Wow!
There hasn't even been a Legends Limited version, so we hope that
Ja,
caught a few of
ich
you off
mag
guard.
den.
I'm sure it did. Omega Shenron also got a Sudden Ultra, but that was an event-exclusive character.
Kai, du lieber von
so this is
23
a
Mal
quite a
als fit.
shock. This was a true of last month's Dragon Ball Saga campaign, but it really is nice that so many characters we haven't seen for a while are returning.
We decided these episode campaigns would
By the
be
way,
a
also
perfect
Ende des
opportunity
Jahres
to
ist ja,
spotlight
oder halt
some
November
characters
schon,
who haven't been getting much
Legends
attention.
Festival. Ich würde
So
jedem
please look
empfehlen,
forward
für
to
Legends
seeing who will
Festival
be
zu
next
sparen.
as well.
Dass du
I sure
Bescheid
am.
weißt.
There were a lot of things that stood out in Janemba's moves.
All the warping of attacks, turning into cubes to evade, and doing other strange things you might remember from the movie. You won't want to miss them. Janemba's abilities also fit the character as well, so let's dive right into explaining.
Aber krass, ich ging davon aus, dass er
Super
im
Janemba
Plural
has
gesprochen
a
hat.
melee-type battle
Blau.
style, and the element is blue, something regeneration parties have long been waiting for. The character tags are Transforming Warrior, Regeneration, and Powerful Opponent. Since it targets regeneration and sagas from the movies,
Okay.
Z Ability 3 benefits a wide range of characters, allowing Super Janemba to fit in tons of party formations. Regeneration characters also fall under Super Janemba's Ultra ability. What makes this Super Janemba stand out is the ability to weaken enemies, generous health restoration, and counter functionality. Combine that with the ability to inflict bleed statuses with high damaging special move and ultimate arts, and you have an almighty character that excels at both offense and defense. The crux of that power lies in Super Janemba's counter-type unique gauge. The easiest way to describe this unique gauge might be to call it a strike version of the blast counter that Ultra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta from last year's Legends Festival has. Let's get into some
Ja!
of the details.
Endlich!
While on the battlefield or when on standby, the unique gauge will gradually charge up. Once it's full, the whole unique gauge will be consumed in order to counter the enemy's strike arts as well as forward charging or certain other special move and special arts, with some exceptions. That means that if your enemy has you in a combo and they use a strike arts
Der
or,
zieht seine
with
Ulti
some
auch noch
exceptions,
damit.
a forward charging or certain other special move or special arts,
Also er hat einfach
then you will
den
be
Konter
able
von
to put an
Gogeta
end to it.
Blue, nur nicht gegen
After
Fernangriff,
unleashing
sondern
a
gegen
counter,
Schlagangriff.
you can
Her
combo
damit.
into a special move or ultimate arts, but the first time you unleash one, you'll draw an ultimate arts that you can use for a
Krass,
guaranteed
beim ersten
follow-up.
Mal zieht er eine Ulti.
Even if your opponent
Also
predicts
finalen
your
Angriff.
evasion, if they use a strike arts or a forward charging or certain other special move or special arts, you'll get a chance to turn the tide, and that is incredibly powerful. When this counter activates, you will also recover 100% of your vanishing gauge and boost own arts card draw speed.
Gegen manche
making it
blaue
easy
oder
to
grüne
counterattack.
Karten kontert er auch, ne?
Even if it's your
Bis zu
second counter
dreimal
or beyond and you won't draw an ultimate arts,
kann er
this ability
kontern.
is still designed to help you turn things around.
Krass.
But this all-in-one unique gauge isn't Super Janemba's only trick. This character also has very easy-to-use offensive abilities. Upon entering the battlefield, Super Janemba recovers ki and draws an arts card at random if you have 3 or fewer cards, and when using strike or blast arts cards, Super Janemba gets a buff that
Oh,
nullifies
der
enemy
ignoriert
special
einfach
cover
super der
changes
X-Wechsel
for a number
für
of
5
time counts.
Zeiteinheiten, nachdem ein
If this
Schlag
is
oder
after
Fernangriff
a
aktiviert.
counter,
Für
it's your
5
chance to
Zeiteinheiten.
keep on the offense.
Viel besser. Bei
For a
Trunks und
number
sowas
of
ja nur
timer
2.
counts after the battle starts, Ultra Super Janemba will have
Der hat
a
sofort sein Konter!
enemies reduce key effects. There are many characters that can reduce key and leverage that to limit combos, but this Super Janemba can lay on the pressure.
Der
while
tut
paying
sich
key
perma
reduction
healen.
no
Der tut
mind.
sich perma healen.
Having nullification for both special cover changes and key reduction effects is quite
Oh mein
powerful
Gott.
and will help prevent your
Janemba.
opponent from disrupting your combos. Using this Super Janemba will be a breeze. Lastly, let's talk about Super Janemba's defensive and cover change abilities. Super Janemba has a special cover change against blast arts that you can follow up with a special move arts. Super Janemba has a balanced defense with a special cover change versus blast attacks and a counter against
Boah,
strike
der
attacks.
setzt gegen RR alle Zeit und dann noch
Next, when an enemy
runter.
activates an ultimate, Awakening Arts, or a Rising Rush, Super Janemba has the ability
Janemba!
to lower ally substitution counts by 10. So, even if the enemy fires off a Rising Rush or an Ultimate Arts, you can just calmly switch to a character with an Endurance effect
Alter,
or the
Jungs,
like.
ich werde ihn auf jeden Fall summonen. Falls ihr auch summen, viel Glück, er kommt morgen. Aber ich würde empfehlen,
I forgot to
für
mention this
Lens.
earlier, but the unique gauge
Genau,
even starts
ich
the
würde
battle
Lens
off at
für
100%.
euch empfehlen, für Lens
So,
Festival
the
zu
auto
sparen.
counter can be used right from the start.
Aber wenn ihr Bock auf
Once
Janemba
it
habt, viel Glück,
activates,
ne?
you'll be in a great position to start a ferocious offense.
Ultra Super Janemba could work in sagas from the movies parties alongside the characters we mentioned earlier from Dragon Ball The Path to Power, but it could also work well in regeneration parties with Piccolo Jr.
With additions like Ultra Boo, Kid, Legends Limited, Perfect Form Sal, and Orange Piccolo, Regeneration got some
Okay, das
significant
Ding,
buffs
was ich mir jetzt
this
noch
year.
wünschen würde,
We
ist,
hope you'll try Janemba
wenn
in
die
Regeneration
Ultra-Banner
parties
ändern,
and
sodass auch
not
Kid
just
Buu
in
im Banner
sagas
ist
and
zum
movies
Beispiel.
parties.
Aber ich glaube nicht, dass
More
das passiert.
detailed info about this new character
Aber
will
wär
be
geil,
posted to the site that we've linked in the video description.
wenn
So, don't forget to check
im
it
Banner
out
LF
after
Cell
this
drin
show is
ist.
over.
Ich
That
hab
is it
LF Cell.
for new character info. But check out this next bit of news about events.
Geil, Ultra Janemba, aber okay, ja. Gegen Super Guitar Raid, ja.
It's time for a World Challenge Raid.
Super
And
Janemba.
this time the boss is
Wie findet ihr
Super
sein Artwork?
Vegeta.
Ich hätte ihn noch dämonischer und diabolischer gemacht, sein Artwork. Und ich fand sein Black Ink Animation
Not only
hätte ich
will
gemacht,
there
wo
be
er sich
Chrono
transformiert
Crystals,
von
but
Fat
lots
Janemba
of
in
other
Super
great rewards
Janemba
as well.
und nicht mit diesem
So, you won't wanna
Dimensionsding.
miss it. It'll be the perfect chance to stock up on slot removers and other items. Coming up, we also have
Hey, Janemba, wie geil. The Film Strikes Back.
announcing
films.
the films Strike Back. We've been releasing these kind of events during the episode campaigns.
Yes.
This is an event where each stage requires a certain character to play it. This event will require these sagas from the movie's characters.
A lot of these are older characters, so I'm sure there are players who will be able to play all of these stages right from the start.
Of course, this will also be a
Wir
permanent
nehmen
event,
die
so
CC
there's
an.
no time limit. You can get Chrono Crystals and slot removers as rewards, so if your characters don't meet the limit break requirements, you'll be able to play and clear this event whenever they
Cool,
do.
Janemba, Mann. Nice.
Now,
Genau den
time
wollte
for a
ich.
new Zenkai Awakening.
Für? LOL.
Red Super Janemba
Den
from
Rote
episode
bekommt auch noch einen
Sagas from the
Zenkai.
movies is getting a
Interessant.
Zenkai Awakening.
This Janemba is also one of the required characters for stages in the film Strike
Okay.
Back event we just introduced. Looks like its Zenkai abilities boost red characters.
That is right. It
Rot
targets
Kinoversion
characters
Saga
who are
bufft er.
Element Red
Interessant.
and Episode Sagas
Einfach
from the
cooler.
movies.
That means this ability will boost characters like LL Final Form Cooler and Pan from Dragon Ball Super.
Bin mal gespannt,
Superhero.
was cooler seine
I bet you
Limit-C-Fähigkeit
could make
wird.
some
Gegen
videos
Saiyans kann ich mir
parties with an
vorstellen.
ability like that.
Even Gohan from Dragon Ball Super
Den Gohan spiele ich
Superhero
eigentlich gern,
will
so
get
ist
a
nicht.
boost. So, we hope you'll try a bunch of different party compositions. You can earn Awakening Z power from Zenkai Rush Battle and missions, so do your best to awaken this character. Now, for our last bit of news,
Yes?
a new unique equipment is being added.
Für Regen
This
Blau.
equipment
Ja,
can be
ja,
used by
okay.
characters who
Na,
are both
logisch,
tag,
für Janemba.
regeneration, and
Oh,
element
hoffentlich
mode.
ziehe ich ihn Boys and
You
Girls.
definitely want this equipment for the new Ultra Super Janemba, right?
Right. There's a huge difference between having and not having unique equipments, so be sure to play the new
Okay.
stage and get the best equipment you can so you can bring your characters to the next level. Now, please check in-game after the update to learn more about the equipment's effects.
With that, we've shared all of the news that we had for you today. With the new Ultra Super Janemba and Red Super Janemba's Zenkai Awakening, it feels like this campaign is focused on Janemba.
True, but it's been a while and we wanted to give Janemba some time to shine.
Cool,
So
ja,
we
finde
hope
ich
you'll
cool.
all enjoy this.
Also Lens
You'll also be able to hear the sound
pusht immer die
of God
Villains,
Power in-game,
nicht so wie
so
Dokkan.
give that
Deswegen
a
feiere ich
listen
das
too.
so.
There are lots more events that we have planned coming up, so we hope you're excited for more. Don't forget that we plan to release both the Legends Limited exclusive Limited Z abilities and the new Godly rank for equipments that we talked more about today, plus even more in an update scheduled for November.
Für November,
So,
okay, das
don't
kommt
miss that
erst noch.
out.
We post info that didn't make it into the program, announcements, and plenty more on our official social media accounts. So if you haven't already, please give us
Also,
a follow.
ja, geil,
Thank
klar,
you
neuer
all for
Charakter,
watching
Ultra
and
Janemba
we hope
feier
to
ich,
see you all
deswegen,
again
ich werde
for
für ihn
the next
summen,
reveals and
aber ich
stuff.
brauche
Goodbye, everyone.
Updates Bezug auf Matchmaking und PvP, weil ja, aktuell ist es ja so ein Problem mit dem PvP, aber auf Ultra Janemba freue ich mich wirklich sehr, Boys und Girls, er erscheint morgen, ich werde morgen summen, falls ihr summt, wünsche ich euch auf jeden Fall sehr, sehr viel Glück, lasst ihr mich wissen, wie ihr das findet und wir sehen uns dann auf jeden Fall das nächste Mal wieder, macht's gut, Peace.